Goatsquadtv. I was dealing with a headache all day, y'all. Um, Question, man. Actually, not even a question. Squash that. Andy Hoops, fellow YouTuber. I've always been kind of iffy with his content. And the reason why I feel kind of iffy about his content isn't about what I'm about to tell you. I feel like Andy Hoops hides behind a YouTube channel and says it's one thing to kind of like not really feel or feel like certain players never lived up to certain potential. But I feel like he goes a little too far in some of the innuendo. Some of the stuff he says sometimes goes over the border. I remember watching a video he did on Shawn Kemp. He started going in on Shawn Kemp because of Shawn Kemp's extra weight issues towards the end of his career. As if Shawn Kemp didn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I know plenty of basketball players to have 4 or 5 seasons where they were great and then flamed out at the end and had Hall of Fame careers. Shawn Kemp had 7 seasons where he was considerably the number 2 option and the most popular player on those Seattle Supersonics teams. He wasn't that bad in Cleveland either. This idea that he had to kind of dog him is what really kind of made me feel, because he tends to he dogs innocently in a lot of ways. Like he tries to act like he feeds too much into the narrative that the media tends to put up about players that might not live up to their potential. I can understand other basketball players kind of doing that. Listen, at the end of the day, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But this is where I'm going to get at him for. He made a video today that got posted talking about the players most likely to get traded in 2021. He put Kemba Walker's name up there. Now, anybody that really follows the Celtics knows that they're not trading Kemba Walker. The only way they trade Kemba Walker is if they have a blockbuster deal that's probably going to involve JB, Kemba, and Smart, probably to get a player like a Harden status, type of player. I hate to break it to you guys, but Harden's not coming to the Celtics. And we kind of all know that at this point. And I'm fine with that. JB does not need to be traded. I know a lot of rumors have been out there, but the rumors are starting to die down. And I don't think Danny would make a move like that, considering that JB's pretty much starting to just hit his stride at a point in his career to where he's at, to where mind you, he's Jason Tatum's right hand man. You don't want to risk pissing on JT. And getting rid of Kemba is definitely not the answer either. Kimba's not the answer. Getting rid of Kemba or trading Kemba makes no sense for the Celtics. When, as good as Peyton Pritchard is, Peyton Pritchard's not ready to be a starting point guard in this league yet. He's about 2 years away from being the starting point guard of the Celtics. So trading Kemba Walker because of his contract, because he hurt his knee last year and took time to, mind you, he's been, according to sources, he's been fine for a few months now, since before the start of the season, since he got the shot. He's just been building strength. He's been killing it. So now he just got they just said he's approved to practice. And I'm telling you, all these people don't want to forget how good Kemba was for us when he was healthy. Need to get drug tested. That said, Danny Ainge is not trading a $142 million guy and only on the second year of his contract of the 4 years, unless he's going to get a superstar driven deal. So Andy Hoops, you wrong for that. They're not trading Kemba Walker for, I don't know, a Jared Culver or something. You're not trading Kemba Walker for Andrew Wiggins. They're not trading Kemba Walker for whatever you might think might be tradable. They're not trading. Kemba Walker's not going anywhere. Also, you also had Kyle Lowry on that list as well. Kyle Lowry's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. You're not trading the heart and soul of your franchise. You trade Kyle Lowry. I don't care who you get. That destroys the Raptors as a franchise. The very being of that franchise and the heart and soul is Kyle Lowry. Did you not see his playoff performances last year? Them losing right now isn't because of him. It's just the teams got better. The trading him is not the answer. So he says most likely. I would say the most unlikely. That said, Andy, you need to stick to your old videos where you talk about players that just never lived up. Even if I don't agree with them, stick to those. You don't get to go and just say most likely traded. You're not a GM. Neither am I. I'm not in those meetings with Danny. Nor are you. You're not in those meetings with Massey Najiri. Of the Raptors. You're not in any of those meetings. You're just playing fantasy GM right now. And this is the stuff that's got to stop. Like I said, it is what it is. That's my message to Andy Hoops. Goatsquadtv, back in a few.